Set the speed on my DDL-8700B-7 at 850. The reason I've done that is so that when I'm doing back tacking, hopefully it won't break the stitch, or the stitch won't come out of the needle. So I'm just testing a few things out. Alright, so let's go to there. Let's just try some back tacking at the start and at the finish of the row of stitching. Let's see how that works. Alright, let's just... so at the moment, there's no kind of problem. There's a stitching's all in place. Pressing the plate down. Okay, let's just take the foot up. I've turned off the automatic cutter, by the way, so it's pulling it out, and it's worked. So I still have the bottom thread from the bobbin coming up. I've still got the thread from the needle coming through. I've done a stitch, nice stitch here. Anyway, that's worked. Beautiful. I'm not sure though, when I have the knife cutter on, I think it tends to cut the bobbin thread, which you can see here coming out at the back. It seems to cut that bobbin thread off, and then I don't think it's actually, I don't think the needle's picking up that bottom thread again. I could be wrong. I might get a new bit of fabric and just test it out just now. Oh, and by the way, that was just on the setting of 2222. I could up that to 44444. Okay, and see if I can find myself a new bit of fabric. Okay, so I've got a new bit of fabric. Just before I sew it, I want to show you one other thing. This here is an adjustable, in the middle is an adjustable screw. You can adjust it so that it's in the middle, like this sort of oval shaped bar sits in the middle of the screw, or you can set it to one side or the other. For heavy fabrics, I think you have it more to the right, and for lighter fabrics more to the left. I've kept it in the middle, which is kind of average standard for fabrics that are light-ish. I think that's how that works, and yeah, that's how we go with this sewing now. So just going to put it down. Notice I've changed the settings now. Yep, I'll just leave it without the cutter on at the moment. Okay, lift it up, pull it forward. Yeah, it's done a beautiful stitch. The back looks beautiful. Okay, let's just snip that off. There we go. All right, for my next, I'm gonna just pull that out. There we go. All right. So what I want to do now is turn on the cutter, and we'll see what it does. Okay, turning on the cutter. All right, putting the same piece of fabric under here, just next to the previous line that we sewed. Okay, just putting the foot down. Now, underneath, when I press the foot pedal back at the end, it will then cut off. If I press hard enough, it'll cut off that bobbin stitching. But what I want to know is whether I can then do another stitch and have the bottom stitching come up. So let's check it out. Okay, so I press back, you heard it cut off. It uses this little thing to go really fast, faster than you can see. And it has cut off the line. I didn't have to use scissors to cut it off that time. It's done, you know, a beautiful straight stitch this side here. So just here, you'll notice that. And if on the other side we turn it over, so we're now looking at, sorry, get myself sorted a bit. We're actually looking at this line here. I think there was some other string from cotton from the first stitch that we did that just got in the way. But anyway, it's done it. But now can I do a third line? See, what's happened is the thread has jumped out of the needle, and it didn't actually sew. There's just a line of holes here. Yeah, okay, so that's when the cutting function has been activated. So I'm wondering how to make it stitch for that sort of line after we've got the cutting activated, whether it can still sew. I'm not sure.